The first thing I would just really want to talk about. Okay, so in the title of the stream, it starts off by saying broke software engineer. Okay, so I really want to give you guys basically a little I guess a story time. I guess you could say that of I'm a software engineer. That's what I do as a day job, right? And I love it. I enjoy it. And I kind of want to tell you guys, like, how as a software engineer, I had to actually do Uber Eats at a certain point. I'm working as a whole software engineer, but I had to do Uber Eats in order to make money to be able to help pay some of my bills. Okay, so I think this was probably like maybe last year, 2024, or maybe the end of 2023. I don't really quite. I think it was the beginning of 2024, around that time. Yeah. Excuse me. So it was the beginning of 2024, right? And well, like the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. I'm working as a software engineer. I'm working as a software engineer for, like 5 years, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. And basically I went through the situation where we like to call is like lifestyle creep, you know what I'm saying? So I basically ended up just having too much I basically would have too much on my plate in terms of what I would have to pay for. So like, bills and everything like that. And I just got a crib around that time. Well, it was a year later, but everything was starting to like add up, right? So basically just to recap, I got a crib, I'm going through kind of like lifestyle, you could say lifestyle inflation. I'm going through some sort of lifestyle inflation, right? And not even just that, we got extra bills and things like that. And, I have a girlfriend. So things were starting to look like, man, where am I going to get some of this extra money in order to like, help alleviate some of the stuff that I got going on, right? So I'm a whole software engineer, right? I make a decent amount of money, like pretty decent to where someone would say, oh, this is my goal. And of course it's a good goal to have. And I enjoy what I do 100%. But with my lifestyle, with me having my house I gotta pay and having these bills and all these new things that I've basically jumped into, I had to basically kind of do like Uber Eats, like a gig work, in order to make some extra money to where I can use that $70 and go use it to pay my water bill or something like that. Use the $70 to pay this or pay that. And then so basically that was the situation. And I used to do Uber Eats in college. So I was aware of Uber Eats. So I just logged back in the app and just started going all around, the city, picking up food, dropping it all off and everything like that. And you would assume like, oh, I'm doing Uber Eats and people probably assume that, oh, I probably working a regular job or something like that and all these type of things. But little do people know that I was a whole software engineer. So you can never categorize people and try to put people in a box just based upon your own perception, So like thinking like, oh, someone's doing Uber Eats because, they didn't go to school, they didn't, what I'm saying? They don't got like a good job. That's not necessarily the case. Some people just, want to use it to make some extra money to make ends meet for what they're doing with their life. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do. And, I'm working as a software engineer and making good money and everything. But everything that I was paying for, it was basically to the point where I would not really have anything left over. Right. And I had excess debt. Right. So that's the thing I tell y'all, like, you take it from me. I'm 28. Right. I'm 28. I've been through a decent portion of my 20s already. And I have actual life experience so I can tell you guys that I'm in the corporate sphere of things. I got my own crib. I pay my own bills. Like, You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend rely on me, my family rely on me. I'm a grown man, bro, like for real. You know what I'm saying? I pay my taxes, all type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do all that, I do mad stuff. So it's like when you look at yourself and then you have to look at your what you're doing in your life. You gotta look at it and see like, oh, I got this, I got this debt here, and it could be any type of debt. It could be like, okay, your credit card debt, right? And this is costing me, $40, $50, $60, $100 a month to pay for my credit card because you utilize it, you didn't pay off your credit card. That adds to your cost, and that was me. You know what I'm saying? I made good enough money to where I could pretty much pay for stuff, but it was like I rather leveraged at that time my credit. You know what I'm saying? So I had credit card debt that I had to pay for and things of that nature. But then I paid it off and I told myself like, I'm never gonna get to this point ever again. And it's so difficult to not use your credit card when you travel, right? I don't travel as much, but I really ran it up my credit card from traveling. Like, when I would go to just Miami or go to Hawaii or whatever, like my credit card would, because you have to put your credit card down, for your hotel. And you think you already paid for your hotel. Next thing you know, you got all these excess fees. Like, facts. You got, fees to park your car there, fees for this, fees for that. And they tell you, oh, they're going to send you some of the money that you put down back. But it's never the whole thing. And you never really know how much you actually spent. Like, you never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a bunch of miscellaneous things that are in your statement, So basically, I had debt. I had credit card debt. I bought what is it called? I bought gutters for my house. I had the money to buy it outright, but I decided to do an installment plan. That's the thing, right? Please, I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta stop doing installment plans. Like, installment plans, it seems cool, it seems good because you can pay in progress and everything like that, a little portion at a time. But like, if you look at it like you look at it in installment, it's like 2 years to pay off the total amount. So you want to be paying $30, $40, $50 a month for 2 years, $60 a month for 2 years. That to me is ridiculous. And if they add interest on it, then you're paying even more, right? So it's like I got gutters in my place, and then I did an installment because I didn't want to pay the money up outright, and I realized that is a huge mistake for a lot of people like myself. So I had that payment I had to do apart from all the actual like bills I needed to live. There's like a difference between like bills that you need in order to like live, like your light, your water, your mortgage payment, your Wi-Fi, because you need internet, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Those are the major ones for the most part. And as opposed to like your credit card bill, as opposed to like putting gutters on my house and getting all these installment loans and things of that nature. I don't need that to live. I didn't even really need gutters. I just wanted gutters because it's actually good for your house to get gutters. And then when I finally paid it off, it was $8 a month. When I finally paid off my entire gutter installment, I didn't even think about it. That's the crazy thing. When you pay off a loan, you feel like, oh, how can I like leave this amount of money? Like, how can I leave this like amount of money, this 1,200, this 4,000, this 5,000? How, like, to save this up and then to depart from it is like, man, that's crazy. But once you depart from it, it's like it never even existed, bro. I'm telling you, you don't feel no type of way. You just like, okay, like it don't feel no type of way, especially when you're paying off debt. You just be like, okay, you feel happy, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like it's worth it if you to pay off a debt that's like $5,000 in total, and yeah, the monthly installment is $80 a month or $100 a month, and just pay, and just paying off the $5,000 all at once, to me, is better than doing $100 a month. Because once you pay that $5, bro, you don't have to pay that. You don't owe nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe nobody $100. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, guys, but you don't owe nobody $100. And it's just like, that to me is a better proposition than owing and paying $100 a month all the time and having to deal with that. I'm trying to limit myself. I'm trying to limit the bills that I have to pay to the most important things that I have to pay, to things that are necessities, not things that I just want to do financing for. I want to do a firm for. I want to do all that type of stuff. That's how it gets you in that trap. It gets you in that trap. So I bought a crib, and I had all these other bills to pay. So guess what I have to do? I have to jump into Uber Eats, man. I have to jump into Uber Eats so I can afford to buy food. I can afford to give my girl money. I can afford to pay my bills. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized, like, bro, I have to limit what I'm spending, bro. I have to limit what I'm spending. And then I finally got it. I finally got there. I'm tracking. I wrote down all my bills. I'm tracking all my bills, all my installment fees. I'm canceling mad things, installments that I do not need. It's not benefiting me, and that's a fact. So I did that for a little bit, and I eventually was able to get to a place where I need to do it no more. Everything was making sense. I got myself together, and I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm in a good position. I'm paying off all my debt. For the most part, and it's like it's better for you in general. Like, I'm trying to pay off all my debt. I'm trying to not take any other debt. Of course, if it don't make sense, and it's like it's better for you to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt when you gotta drop 2 bands. It's gonna hurt when you gotta drop 5 bands on something. But like, bro, for your peace of mind, bro, it's better to do that. I'm telling you, save up and do that than to go and do an installment, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, so that's what I want to get off my chest. I was a broke software engineer. I was a broke software engineer, and there's more broke, like upper middle class, upper middle class people, white collar people that you guys know, bro. You think, because this person is a software engineer, this person is a data scientist, this person is a nurse. You think they don't like, they not stretching their paycheck? Bro, I'm telling you, they live in paycheck to paycheck as well, because it's about what you keep, bro. It's about what you keep and how to limit yourself from all of these unnecessary installment based things. Think about it this way. I always tell people this. This is my saying. Bro, how can you build your wealth if you got a cup, right? Think about it. This is your cup. And you want to fill your cup with water. You know what I'm saying? You want to fill your cup with water. But guess what? All these little installments, debt is like holes in your cup. Little holes in your cup. And every time you pour water in your cup, filling your cup, water is coming out from the holes, bro, leaking from your holes. So your cup will never get full, bro. I'm telling you. So that's what I'm trying to say. Try to cover as much holes as you possibly can and get that money up so you can overpower the other holes that, and get your cup to be decently full. And that's all I want to say. And I'm going to clip that because that was bars.